life weaves its magic. Post that show, no one knows what's going to happen to their songs or their careers or their journeys.
Jump on your mic. One more time, Sam Ryder.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much.
So, if Sam Smith's voice and Ed Sheeran's voice had a baby, it might be your voice.
It might be.
How good would that be? I mean, seriously, he's the best, isn't he? It doesn't get any better than Sam Ryder. Not only musically, but also as a human being. People are texting the show and they're emailing the show and they're Instagramming the show saying, we just want to come and hug you. How much for a hug? Would you do a hug festival where it's just 3 days of you stand there and people just queue up to hug you? Because they just want to be near you in your presence, Sam.
Oh, bless. To all the lovely, amazing listeners of this show, just hello. Thanks for listening. And bless you.
Sam, you're the best. How good was Eurovision last weekend?
Oh, it was bonkers. It was bonkers in the best possible way. Such an amazing experience just to be back in the midst of it and seeing all these amazing performers start their own journeys. And I mean, who knows what's going to happen? Like no one knows beyond what the scoreboard says. That's one thing, but life weaves its magic. Post that show, no one knows what's going to happen to their songs or their careers or their journeys. So God.
You are a bit like a poster boy for Eurovision, which I'm sure you don't mind. So
like the Michael Bublé Eurovision, just defrost me every May.
Who cares? You know what I mean?
I love it.
But it obviously added fuel to what's already quite a ferocious fire, because last week's Eurovision was the most watched ever.
Yeah.
Ever. The party was the best Eurovision party ever because it was a week-long. Liverpool absolutely smashed it.
They did. They took on that responsibility and they absolutely they fulfilled the dreams and desires of everyone that knew that was a big burden to undertake, and they just made it look fantastic. They brought everyone together in the best way, really lifted Ukraine and made them they put them on that stage.
Yeah. And there were 9 hosts for that show televisively. There were 4 main hosts, of course. And they were brilliant as well. It just worked. The stars really lined up for it, and as you say, there's probably a lot of love and a lot of sort of compound, sort of cosmic juice coming from Ukraine last year, because it's still, so many things happening for the right reason around Eurovision. The BBC did a brilliant job with the production. What was it like in the room on the night?
Organised. Because of the BBC.
Good answer.
Last year in Turin, there was it was a magic sort of chaos last year, kind of at the backstage at an amateur dramatics, it kind of felt like last year. Everyone's like, where's my high heel? Not my high heel, I wasn't wearing high heels.
Well, he says that.
I'll be open to it. But but this year was very much like everything was in its place, and you could see on the show, everything ran perfectly. But they're both magic in their own way.
I thought all the performances are brilliant. Again, just from a TV point of view, it made me feel sick. I thought, how did they do this? There's so much that could go wrong every minute of the show.
40-second changeovers for all that staging. It's amazing to see it. It's like the Thunderbird garage. Just stages wheeling in and out. And